A database administrator, DBA, plays a critical role in ensuring that an organization's data is properly managed, secure, and accessible. Databases are at the core of modern businesses, supporting applications, transactions, and analytics that guide decision-making. Because of this, companies need skilled administrators who can handle database design, maintenance, performance tuning, troubleshooting, and security. When preparing for a database administrator interview, candidates should expect a mix of technical and behavioral questions. Employers want to see not only your technical knowledge of SQL, database management systems, DBMS, and backups, but also your problem-solving, teamwork, and communication skills. An effective DBA isn't just someone who knows commands. They must be able to explain complex issues, prevent downtime, and work across departments to support organizational goals. In this video, we'll explore common database administrator interview questions along with sample answers and tips to help you prepare. Question 1. Tell me about yourself. This is often the first question and sets the stage for the interview. Here's how you can answer. I am a detail-oriented database administrator with a strong background in managing relational databases such as Oracle, MySQL, and SQL Server. Over the past several years, I've worked on designing and maintaining databases, ensuring system uptime, and optimizing performance for applications that support thousands of users. I'm particularly interested in database security and scalability, and I enjoy working with cross-functional teams to ensure data is reliable and accessible. Tip: keep your introduction focused on your DBA skills and highlight both your technical and soft skills. Question 2. What are your responsibilities as a database administrator? Employers want to see that you clearly understand the DBA role. Here's how you can answer. My responsibilities as a database administrator include installing and configuring database systems, managing user access, performing regular backups, monitoring performance, and troubleshooting issues. I also work on database tuning to improve query speed and ensure data integrity. Additionally, I play a role in planning database growth, implementing disaster recovery strategies, and ensuring compliance with data security regulations. Tip: show that you understand the broad scope of DBA work, from maintenance to security. Question 3. How do you ensure database security? Security is one of the most important responsibilities of a DBA. Here's how you can answer. I ensure database security by managing user permissions carefully, implementing role-based access, and using encryption for sensitive data. I also keep database software updated with the latest security patches. In addition, I regularly audit database activity to detect any unusual behavior. For external threats, I work closely with IT security teams to make sure firewalls and intrusion detection systems are configured properly. Tip: mention both preventative measures, like access control, and proactive monitoring. Question 4. Can you describe a time when you resolved a critical database issue? This behavioral question tests problem-solving skills. Here's how you can answer. In a previous role, a production database became extremely slow due to a poorly optimized query that was consuming too many resources. I quickly identified the issue using performance monitoring tools and rewrote the query with proper indexing. Once deployed, the query execution time dropped from several minutes to just seconds. This not only resolved user complaints but also improved overall system stability. Tip: use the STAR method, situation, task, action, result, to give a structured example. Question 5. What backup and recovery strategies do you use? A DBA must protect data against loss. Here's how you can answer. I use a combination of full, incremental, and differential backups depending on the system's needs. For critical systems, I also implement replication to a standby server. I regularly test recovery procedures to ensure backups are reliable. For example, I've used RMAN in Oracle and native SQL Server backup tools to schedule and automate backups while monitoring their success rates. Tip: show that you not only take backups but also test them regularly. Question 6. How do you optimize database performance? Performance tuning is a key part of the DBA role. Here's how you can answer. I optimize database performance by monitoring slow queries, using indexing effectively, and analyzing execution plans. I also check for locking and deadlock issues that can slow down transactions. At the system level, I ensure adequate memory allocation and proper storage configuration. In one project, I implemented indexing changes that reduced query execution times by 70%, leading to much faster application performance. Tip: give an example of performance improvement you achieved. Question 7. What's the difference between clustered and non-clustered indexes? This tests your technical database knowledge. Here's how you can answer. A clustered index determines the physical order of data in a table, meaning the table data is stored in the same order as the clustered index. Each table can only have one clustered index. A non-clustered index, on the other hand, is stored separately from the table data and includes pointers to the actual rows. A table can have multiple non-clustered indexes, which are useful for improving query performance on different columns. Tip: keep technical answers clear and concise. Question 8. How do you handle database migrations or upgrades? This question checks your ability to manage complex transitions. Here's how you can answer. I handle migrations by first creating a detailed plan that includes testing in a staging environment, performing backups, and scheduling downtime if needed. I also document all steps and communicate with stakeholders to minimize disruptions. For upgrades, I review compatibility issues, apply patches in a test environment, and only move to production once testing is complete. During the process, I monitor logs and performance closely to ensure a smooth transition. Tip: emphasize planning, testing, and communication. Question 9. How do you monitor and maintain databases? This shows your proactive approach to database health. Here's how you can answer. I use monitoring tools such as Oracle Enterprise Manager, SQL Server Management Studio, or open-source solutions like Nagios to track performance, disk usage, and connections. I set alerts for unusual activity, high CPU usage, or slow queries. I also schedule routine maintenance like rebuilding indexes and updating statistics. By monitoring regularly, I can address potential issues before they affect users. Tip: show that you combine automated tools with regular manual checks. Question 10. Why should we hire you as our database administrator? This is your chance to highlight your unique value. Here's how you can answer. You should hire me because I bring a proven track record of maintaining high-performance, secure, and reliable databases. I have strong technical skills across multiple platforms, but I also bring problem-solving ability and communication skills that help me work effectively with developers, analysts, and management. I am committed to ensuring data integrity, preventing downtime, and supporting the company's growth through efficient database management. Tip: summarize your technical expertise and soft skills while showing enthusiasm. Final thoughts on database administrator interviews. A database administrator interview is designed to test both your technical knowledge and your ability to manage real-world challenges. Employers want someone who not only knows SQL commands and backup procedures but can also handle performance issues, ensure security, and work collaboratively with teams. When answering questions, always balance technical detail with practical examples from your experience. The best way to succeed is to prepare for both theory-based questions and scenario-based ones. Be ready to explain key concepts, but also share specific stories where you solved problems, improved performance, or prevented disasters. Show that you're not just a database technician but a proactive professional who ensures data is safe, accessible, and optimized for business needs. With strong preparation and confidence, you'll be able to demonstrate that you are the right candidate for the role of database administrator.